My name is Vanessa. I am in Los Angeles, California, and I am a middle school Spanish teacher. I moved to Los Angeles last August, so 8 months ago, for this current job. So I have been doing this job for 8 months as well. My school is one-to-one as far as technology goes, so all of our students have laptops. So I conduct my classes virtually online from my bedroom. I am going to be honest, I think it's about twice as much work to prepare online courses. All my students do have laptops, but sometimes their internet connection is spotty depending on where they live or if they have siblings who are also using the internet. So I have to kind of adapt my lessons to not only be virtual, but also so that I have to make them so that the students could do them on paper and then submit it to me later if the internet is not working. My school administration was very supportive, and we definitely were planning for this beforehand. There was a team of a few people that were kind of had developed the plan of what was going to happen if we did have to move to online classes. I think they had been working for about 2 weeks when the decision was finally made. We were told we used the Google Suite, so we were going to use Google Meets to conduct virtual classes online. The schedule was announced, and so we actually had a couple of days with the kids to practice using the technology. So that was really helpful. That made everything really smooth. I think there was a lot of fear and a lot of confusion at the beginning, even as we were leaving the school, over what this all meant. I mean, I think when we left school, there was kind of the sense that like this might be overkill. We might not really need to not have school, but we were just doing this to follow the county guidelines. And so there were some kids who were very nervous and some kids who were kind of blowing it all off. But I think by the time we actually started online classes the next week, most of the kids were pretty on board with what we were doing. Some kids have adjusted really well to it. It's been, totally depends on the child, but some children adjusted very well. Some even kind of seem to prefer the online learning. And then there are some who very much struggle with it and struggle with attention, struggle with not doing other things at the same time. My day-to-day life has changed in the sense that it all takes place from my home now, though, when I'm at work, I have a very similar work schedule. My school kept the rotation of classes the same. They're just shorter. It just ends around 1 instead of around 3:10 like it used to. Future plans have definitely changed. Like that, it's spring break, so I was supposed to be actually leading students to Tijuana. That was obviously canceled. I had some other travel plans that were personal, obviously canceled. The corona pandemic has just made the future seem like not worth planning right now because we just don't know what's going to happen, and there's no sense from the authorities that anybody really knows what's going to happen. Just not making really solid plans right now. I think that in general, getting time to rest is not bad for anybody. I think I've also enjoyed the positive ways in which you see people still connecting, creative ways that make people still feel loved, and to still show love to people, even when you can't physically be with them. Like I have a cousin who had a birthday a few weeks ago, and her neighbors in her neighborhood organized like a drive-by birthday party, and they drove by her house and we made signs and just kind of waved and honked their horns at her. And I think that people are overall being very nice to each other and very kind. And there is a lot of support and love that you can see. And it's mostly you're seeing it on the internet. But I think that there's very much a sense of love and solidarity in the air right now. And that's one positive thing I think that has come out of all this.